Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
Yeah, I do. It would be good to break Ari's spine.
Yeah, that'd be great,
I
man.
agree. I would. What kind of face do you think he'd make as he realized that he'll never walk again?
Okay, so like fucking, I don't need a spine, dude. I don't need it. I don't need to walk, dude. I don't know. No, seriously, I don't need it. I'll go to China.
Yeah, they'll
my
rickshaw
God.
me around because of communism.
I'll climb on Mao's back.
They would take one look at Ari and toss him in the river. He is of no use to
They'll
society.
be like, small Jew. All right.
Yeah. They would just pin whatever crime happened next in the country on it.
Ari's social credit would be so low.
So low.
So low.
In fact, I want to move to China just to bully him for his social credit.
I'm sure us now, not living in China, not in the
Yeah.
system at all, it's better somehow.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, but I'll bet he wouldn't even fall in with like the rebels, right? I'll bet there's like a rebellious people with like low social credit. He would get lower social credit as he tried to pander to the communist government just because he sucks so bad.
Nice. Welcome to Coward Hour. We're here with Robbie Goodwin.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Ari.
I wanted my whole episode to be a video commentary of Ari's fucking of Ari's
that, dude.
episode.
we do it like an we do it like an Ari Shaffir album.
Yeah,
We just play the episode and then pause and Robbie, do you have any thoughts?
yeah. Because I listened to that one, I had so many thoughts.
Ari will DM me shit every day, and I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's happening to his mind, but something is happening to Ari's mind. It's very detrimental.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the liberal colleges.
I agree.
I
He's a
honestly-
university student, and you know the universities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when he
doing
first got to
JP.
NYU, he kept trying to convince me that Antifa was good. And then I was like, dude, Ari, I don't know about that. And I was like, dude, I don't know. I kind of regret being a part of this.
Wait, is Ari in Antifa?
He's in this like very left wing, like Jewish like thing.
Ari would never. Ari couldn't take down a riot cop.
That's why he's
what
in
does he
that-
fu- What does he fucking think?
No, he couldn't take down like literally anything.
He's so- dude,
he
all-
couldn't take down a poster.
All you have to do,
He'd get overwhelmed by this tapestry I'm looking at.
all you have to do to like send Ari into a spot is just like speak to him in like an overly assertive tone, and he starts like juking and like shaking and like looking for a bush to
he
dive
does
behind.
physically respond to words.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He needs to tax his eyeballs 80% because they bug out, man.
He
Yeah.
texted me this shit on Christmas Eve.
To be fair, he does not give a fuck about
You're right, he doesn't
Christmas.
give a-
Well, he should respect our God.
I agree. Yeah.
I feel if he's gonna come over here to our country, he should assimilate.
When do we pray on this podcast? When does the prayer begin?
We used to. I think that we've kind of phased out. We used to do prayer.
Yeah.
Well,
on the-
I don't
on
think
the
we ever
live
did a
streams.
prayer on Coward Hour. I think that was a Floor Boys thing, right?
That's right. I don't even know if I want to bring up Floor Boys.
oh yeah,
But-
we can't get certain listeners all riled up.
Well, but wait, listen to this. This was. I want you to know something.
We're gonna die, Robbie.
Oh yeah.
I think
maybe.
it's great, man. I was eating. I got these. I was in the middle of. We have like a Christmas Eve tradition at my house where my grandparents come all the way from Florida, and my grandfather reads the night before Christmas as we all eat cookies and everything in the living room.
Yeah.
And as I'm like getting like misty eyed,
Right.
enjoying this moment, I get 2 messages that just say, "Dude, I hate being a man so much. I need to castrate myself." From Ari Kaplan.
Oh my god. One time he told me how much he disrespected the Constitution, and I got furious.
Fuck up, Ari. What did he do?
He was like, "Look, the founding fathers were fucking idiots, dude." I didn't, and then I turned into
Ooh,
like
I am steamed.
I turned into reaction. I turned to Jordan Peterson for a second. I was like, "Well, to buckle your shoes there, Bucko," or I don't know. What does he say?
I think it'd be fun as an experiment to just drop like any one of our dads into like the group chat for one day. Just like put any man of age into a situation where he sees how we communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Well, you know that. Let me tell you something that happened to me. Let me explain this to you.
What?
So I've talked about my best friend who passed away on this podcast
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So I had a chat with him on Facebook just like ours. Just like where sometimes I would literally just send him messages like, "Ooh, I want you to fuck my little pussy." I would just like say things.
Yeah.
So when he passed away,
Yeah, just like ours.
well,
Yeah,
no, but
when you sexually explicit DMs at 2 a.m. that you send all of us.
but you know what I mean? Just shit that if your parents saw it, they would never understand it.
Yeah, there'd be no explanation.
No
at
explanation.
all.
So after he died,
Yeah.
like I guess your parents they can get access to your Facebook account, so they can manage after you die.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got a Facebook message from him like 4 days after he died. It was the letter K. And I was like, that was weird. And then, like, I got a message that was like, "Sorry, Nick, this is Sean's dad. I'm in his Facebook. I didn't mean to send that." And then I realized that he had full access to everything. And, like, even the last thing that we had sent where I was talking about, I don't even want to.
I'm the ghost of your ass.
Oh.
I hope all of his family heard that bit.
Yeah, Sean's entire family listens to this
Yeah.
cast, I'm sure.
Rest in peace, Sean. You were my best friend. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
And then, like, later, I had when I was having like a heart to heart with his mom one time, she alluded to the fact that she had like read our chats, and she goes, and some of the stuff you boys were talking about on there, she goes,
Oh no.
I don't know what to make of that.
Damn.
I was like,
Yeah. I think my dad would just be baffled if he read, like, because we talk in such a language that's like, I don't know. Well, Ari,
It's pretty gay.
yeah, it's
pretty
ours is
fucking
gay,
gay.
and then Ari will text me about how Mao's thought gives him the courage to do open mics.
Just truly the most cowardly sentence anyone has ever spoken.
Mao
The worst
attended-
of both worlds. Like aspiring artist lefty.
If
If
Mao
Mao-
saw Ari at an open mic, he'd be like, "You go jail now.
Yeah.
You go to jail right now."
Clearly a landlord. Cut his head off.
Oh, the Jewish deception.
Woody Allen, I love Manhattan. That's the other way.
Yeah, he loves Woody Allen.
Yeah,
for
he was
some
a
reason.
big fan. I still have to cut off your head, though. Oh, jeez, they're gonna cut off my head.
You don't think Soon Yi would stick up for him?
Oh yeah, that's right. She would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, "This is my head to cut off."
What if I think that
gonna get you
would
can't-
be the ultimate Me Too, is if Soon Yi finally Me Too's Woody Allen.
It's like a final smash in Smash Brothers. We all. She's glowing right now. We're all waiting for her to
I
final.
have been waiting for so long
Yeah,
to finally unleash my power.
it would be great. Wait,
I don't know if we can. I don't think we should be releasing this
I
episode.
don't think Soon Yi
it would
talks
be
like
better
that.
if Woody on his deathbed.
Why would that be?
That's right. Soon Yi is not. She's not Chinese.
Yeah.
She's American, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole reason people are mad, is because they think she's his daughter. So it'd be weird if Woody Allen raised his daughter with a Chinese accent.
speak with a
somehow.
Chinese
Yeah,
He's like,
I
"Oh,
like
well."
it.
Well, I only speak in a Chinese accent around her. That way people will think she's adopted.
It would be great. I think that the genius move is for Woody Allen on his deathbed to Me Too Soon Yi.
I never wanted it. I never.
She Louie'd me. She walked up in front of me and masturbated.
It'd be great if like Louis was just like a timeless thing. Like you read some newspaper article from like the 80s. And it's like Woody Allen, Louis C.K.
You're like, huh? I wonder what that's gonna mean.
Louis read that in the paper. Was like, this is a good idea.
That's why he changed his last name.
Yeah.
Fucking Selesky. or whatever.
Selesky, yeah.
Yeah. There's this dude who comes in my job with Louis' real last name.
Sizelski.
Yeah, and he's like an old dude with red hair. And I every day I want to ask him, like, are you fucking Louis C.K.'s brother?
You know.
Fucking tell me.
Yeah,
wow.
that would be so cool.
He's like, I'm not his fucking cunt brother. Okay, stop asking me.
Yeah.
The thing is, my brother, he's shitty. I don't know what to do with him. He's fucking,
You can't just be my brother. You can't do it. I'd love to be its brother. That would be great.
That's it. Things just don't happen that way. But
No.
I love my daughters. I love my fucking daughters.
Yeah, I have 2 daughters.
Just
And they're
is
fucking
Louis.
shitty.
It's just Louis in the worst disguise ever, just
Yeah.
changing his first name.
I'll pretend to be my brother.
My name is Louis.
My daughters I have 2 daughters. They have 2 cunts, and it's delicious. They have delicious cunts.
They do it.
Wow, we're doing
Damn,
a lot of fucking
this is a
impressions.
hot
this
cat.
episode.
Yeah.
Robbie does this.
This is
Oh.
exciting because
I had a cafe
I have
Americana.
a,
I'm ready to go. I'm going to go through every Me Too'd celebrity.
I have a confession to make to you, Robbie.
Yeah.
'Cause, we've never met until today.
Yeah.
For the listener, Robbie and I have been in the same group chat for a year.
A year now. Yeah.
And we've never met until today. And Robbie will very often send you'll send voice memos to us of
Yeah.
you doing impressions.
Yeah.
And I've never once listened to one of them.
Why they're so good. They're so
So now
good.
I'm like, oh, this guy's good at impressions.
No, Tony Soprano mad about the pizza outfit is one of the funniest things.
What was the pizza outfit?
Yeah, my culture is not your fucking
Oh, yeah,
culture.
yeah. I see all these guys at Halloween. They're dressing up in the pizza outfit. My culture is not your fucking costume.
If I see you dress up as a pizza man again, I'm gonna fucking blog about it.
Fuck yeah.
Look at Luigi. It's just fucking dancing up there. It's an insult to my culture.
Woke Tony Soprano is so
Yeah, I'm freelance for Jezebel. Yeah, Jezebel, babe.net.
all the shit you were doing were Harvey.
He's at the Bing. He's like, put a sweater on. Someone's.
I saw these men taking advantage of women in the DMs.
Tony Soprano's body positive. That's why he's not losing
He is
the
a,
weight.
he is a body positive icon.
He's a thick king.
He's a very fat man. He constantly fucks.
Yeah, it doesn't work if you're a fat man who's superficial though. You have to be a fat couple. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh yeah. You need to
Yeah,
have a
it doesn't
fat-
count as woke if you're a fat guy that fucks hot girls. That's not body positive.
That's right, because that's actually the patriarchy.
Yeah,
that's Kevin.
yeah.
Kevin James taught you that's how that works.
I've also learned today that posting a before and after fat photo is like
You
problem.
can't do
You
that.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Why are you? If you work on yourself at all, you
Yeah.
should be sent to the gulags.
Yeah.
You should be sent to fucking prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I posted one 3 days ago, and now I'm canceled.
You
Yeah.
fucking can't. You were. Also,
Yeah.
Robbie, I want you to know, Robbie harps on himself for being a fat guy. Saw Robbie without a shirt while I was staying in this apartment in New York. The ideal body type.
I don't agree with that.
I think, Robbie, I think that you're literally. I think you have like girl brain. I think you have like bulimia.
I definitely
or
have girl
something.
brain.
You have like body dysmorphia, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
mentally ill. You dope.
Well,
Fitness is bad though. I think we can all
Yeah,
agree.
if you get fit, what are you fucking doing?
I agree.
Every day I go to Planet Fitness, and while I'm up there on the Stairmaster, a big, round, blue-haired woman is just frowning and looking me in my eyes.
I
She
watch.
stands there right next to me. She
I'll-
goes,
I Google videos of fat girls with blue hair eating a lot of ice cream, and I go, "This is brave." I mean,
Yeah.
why the fuck? Why would I support the troops when I'm already doing this? These are the,
yeah.
Can you imagine just being that brave?
being that brave, being so brave that you had a third helping. Oh
Yeah.
my god. This is a mean podcast. This
Yeah.
is maybe the meanest episode we've
Yeah.
done.
Who cares?
I liked on Stav's Instagram story, he had a Planet Fitness hat on. It's like, yeah, you look like a planet, but not Planet Fitness.
Oh my god.
Sorry, cut that out.
No, we don't cut anything out.
I do. I mean,
We've only cut out two things. One was Paige made us because she made a funny joke and she got mad at
it
herself.
wasn't even bad. It was
Yeah.
like a good joke.
I think she just yes-anded my joke.
Yeah.
I think I just
Well,
said,
you guys acknowledged that the Holocaust happened. Mm-hmm. It would be which is what you're
Oh,
supposed
now
to
I
do.
get
with
why
the
you cut it
Holocaust.
out.
look, everyone agrees that at least 4.5 million Jews died in the Holocaust.
At least.
Everyone agrees with that.
Everyone, yeah, it's
and
like
we would never take it away from those 3 million Jews that happened.
I, for one, would like to work in this town, so I disavow this riff.
it's atrocious that they would kill 20,000 Jews. It's so funny. It's so funny
Look,
to Jew down the Holocaust.
Look, if one of my ancestors was one of those 400 Jews who died, I would be livid at us talking
Look,
like this.
7 Jews went missing. But there's a rumor that they just went on vacation
Yeah.
and
Look,
didn't tell anyone.
I think it's sad that those 3 Jews had a half day at work. It's a tragedy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the menorah is, right? It's the 8 candles for one of every Jew that died in the Holocaust.
Jews that went missing. Each of the Jews that missed
Yeah,
lunch.
and each one, the 8 Jews: Harvey Weinstein, Brett Ratner.
That's awesome. Woody's in there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of council of Jews, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think, yes. I mean, it's called the New World Order. They're
It's called
bankers.
every Hollywood meeting, folks.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I just I have to stop talking about the because every podcast I was a guest on a podcast when I was back in Baltimore, and
Yeah.
like literally within the first 10 minutes I was like, the pedophile elite actually pulled
Oh
off.
yeah. No, I've gone through this whole
I've been talking about this so much.
It's hard not to talk about.
I know. Like once you become woke like us to what's really going on in this country.
Yeah.
We just take the word woke.
Yeah.
Woke means what I am now.
Yeah,
know
that's
what-
like Trump with fake news. Remember fake news started as like a Democratic talking point, and
Yes.
it was like fake news is what got Trump elected. He's like, that sounds good. It's mine now.
Yeah.
So good.
and by the way, it's you who did it.
Yeah, we can learn a lot from him, I think.
He's so smart.
yeah.
He's doing a good job.
He's
Love him
doing
or
a-
hate him.
As I famously said on that poker game, I think 2 years ago, the thing about Donald Trump is he's fucking doing a good
Well,
job.
it started off as you saying, "Hey, do not be rude,"
I said, don't be rude.
because
to the
I was
sitting
being mean to the president,
Right.
and you said, "Don't be rude," and that changed everything for me.
Yeah. You got to be polite to the president.
Yeah, you said, "Love him or hate him, do not be rude," and also he's doing a good
Yeah.
job.
Good job.
I might disapprove of Trump for the first time ever in like 10 days or whatever because I'm going to Yosemite, and if it's closed, I'll be fucking pissed.
Yes, it is closed.
Yeah, no, it's closed.
It's famously closed.
It's closed the whole way?
yes, Brendan.
I thought parts of it were closed.
it's also covered in trash.
Ah, fuck. I thought that was Joshua Tree.
Yellowstone and Yosemite.
Do you realize that this is like the bizarro Trump reality that everyone predicted? Like, yeah, Yosemite's gonna be covered in trash, and McDonald's is gonna be in the White House. And, like,
so sick. They had packets of barbecue sauce in these like silver like decanters.
yeah,
like,
Which is honestly
that's
very
hilarious.
likable.
Yeah.
It's so likable.
it's honestly
man of the people.
I mean, that's what I voted for. You know, up till now he's been a huge disappointment. But
Yeah, McDonald's dinner.
The minute I saw those mountains of Big Macs, I was like, "This is what I mean, it's incredible."
it's
Yeah.
incredible. But
I hope
were
Louis
you going
does the correspondence dinner this year.
no notes,
I would
Mr.
like
President.
to book my favorite comedian, Louis C.K.,
Dan
who's
Ninen
done
did
nothing
the
wrong.
fucking inauguration.
I know.
Yeah, he did. He did one of the inaugural balls.
Damn, we got to get him on here.
Do you see Trump lied about the burgers? When he did the meeting, he said, "There's 300 burgers here," and then later when he tweeted it, he was like, "I bought over 1,000 burgers." It's like, who wasn't? He was like, "Damn, 300, not impressive."
Yeah, but there was
Someone else made that
fucking,
point. That's
there
not
was
my
a
original
fucking
point.
lame ass
Yeah.
article though.
Don't do that,
Where
Robbie.
they were
sorry.
they were like fact checking, and this is where like, yeah, Donald Trump's a bad president. I get it, but
Well,
Don't
come on.
say that, Nick.
Come on,
I know
man.
I shouldn't be saying
Dude,
that.
come on, dude.
I-
Dig your heels in. Look,
God.
people don't listen to this podcast because they think Trump's a good president. They listen because they think that us doing edgy jokes is us dog whistling to them that their evil beliefs are correct.
Yes, I love it.
There was an article that was fact checking the shit that he said, and I guess at some point he said we have burgers stacked a mile high, and they fact checked that. They're like, actually 300 burgers wouldn't. And I was like, what are we fucking doing? Like, it's hard. Like, I saw somebody who Coward Hour follows went on a retweeting spree where like literally 500 separate people on Twitter were like, because I guess he tweeted hamburgers instead
Yeah.
of hamburgers, and they're like, hamburger. I'm gonna wash down my hamburger with a cup of kofefe. Hamburger sounds like something you would have with your kofefe in the morning. Like 100 of this, and I read this for a good 10 minutes. I was like, I'm glad he's president. I hope that he does 14 more years.
Yeah, I did that because
Yeah.
I thought it was funny because he misspelled country. He said country, try, or something like that. And I thought, that's funny. Let me see what people... And then I just Twitter searched it, and every single joke about it, not a single win. Not a single... Everyone was a whiff. The president is so much better at Twitter than every liberal.
Dude, the shit that he was saying about Elizabeth Warren, it was like a Chris Rock bit. She thanks him for being there. It's his house. He's supposed to be
That's
there.
what's crazy.
That's so funny.
That's what's so crazy about his rallies. It's like, oh, man, what you're saying is so repulsive, but I respect the bit.
He does incredible act outs.
Yeah, oh, my God.
Any guy who does a body slam, that's
Yeah.
my guy.
Like that Kavanaugh thing, I remember I was so mad about it, and it was like a really weird, it was a very divisive moment. But then you watch him, he's like, she's up there. She's like, where was I? I don't remember. Where am I going? I don't remember. What's the day is it? I don't remember. Oh, what do you remember? I don't know. It's just like a big applause. I was like, wow,
like a
that
Carlin
is
bit.
so that is so horrifying and so much better crafted than everything I've seen at Mike's this entire year.
I don't have a closer that's strong.
No, me neither. I haven't written anything that good.
It's
I've never done stand-up.
Yeah, it makes my shit look gimmicky by comparison.
like, oh my, it's just like
That was like Steve Harvey level craftsmanship.
he's incredible. He's so good at being on television.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable.
Name another president whose rallies you've ever watched.
who continues to do rallies.
Yeah. Also, who has done shows after they got elected.
I think we need to do is
Also, what is... Yeah, I don't know.
See,
I'll say that off mic.
yeah, he's only got 2 years left or whatever. We need to slow down the Earth to make those years last longer.
It's just like here's what pisses me off
It's
about.
been nonstop pleasure since he's been elected.
Yeah.
Here's what pisses me off about Trump. It's the fact that like we've let ourselves become hysterical, which like I just don't think that you should.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not good. But like I mean, people believe that like my roommates are trying to get me to believe that like Donald Trump can't read at all. He can't read. I'm like, the man is famous for writing his own tweets. What are you fucking talking about? Do you think that like he's waking somebody up at 3 a.m. to tweet for him? You think that he's literally... I mean, if he's doing that, that's awesome. I would love him even more.
If what he's tweeting out is like the cleaned up, someone else punches it up.
Oh, yeah. I love... It's just...
He can fucking read. That's a crazy thing to like earnestly believe.
Yeah. Well, it's because Pete Davidson spread the rumor.
That he can't read.
Yeah, he was like, when he was at SNL, he couldn't read anything.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, famously correct man, Pete
Yeah,
Davidson.
he never lied about anything.
Oh, Pete Davidson, the man with the perfect brain.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't have a disease
Yeah.
that's known for spreading lies
Yeah.
in order to get attention.
The famous rich man with a woman's disease. BPD is to women.
my God.
As
Oh,
like,
no.
It'd be like if you found out a white dude had sickle cell. You'd be like, well, I mean, it's not wrong of him, but it's a little
How did
confusing.
that happen?
Pete's going to be like, I have a yeast infection too.
Yeah. Having BPD as a man, it's like finding out someone has breast cancer. You're like, that's serious, but also it sounds like
can't-
it shouldn't work.
I can't do SNL anymore. I'm going through menopause.
Thank you. Next.
Was it you who said? Didn't you once in the chat you called borderline personality disorder? You just called it bad person disease.
Yeah, I think that might have been.
It is.
I don't know if that was me. That might have been me.
I've heard,
pretty
that's a thought that I had independently when I was dealing
It's
with
such an easy thing to get to. I mean, so many. Is it real? Is it real?
It is real. It is. It's not.
Yeah.
It's here's the thing. It's not. It's not. It's an interesting mental illness because it's not inherited. It comes from trauma.
Right.
So like I guess similar to the way like PTSD. Like you're not born with PTSD, but
Right.
like things. It's a type of PTSD basically.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely real. It's definitely real.
I thought because
It's real.
Oh,
No,
that shit is fucking real.
someone was saying it's like an invented thing, just like you're just a bad. It's just a way to diagnose, just like being a bad person or
No,
something.
well, it's hard to treat it. Like that's the because like
Yeah.
people with borderline are so good at manipulating and but they also don't. There are characteristics that are like definitely recognizable that are not sociopathy or
right.
whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah, totally. Interesting.
It's a fucking interesting thing. I
Yeah.
don't know what you do for it.
Yeah, just
All right, be careful.
Fascist Brendan.
I will also say I know some people with borderline who like got it together. Yeah, I do. I know one person who definitely had borderline who got it together.
Yeah.
She lives out here actually. She's a nice person.
Who was it?
Well, I'm not fucking.
Name them.
No.
Name them.
Did she get it together, or did you stop fucking her?
No, I never fucked her.
Oh, okay. Because I can see
Yeah.
how if you stop fucking the person, maybe you'll be like, oh, she kind of got it together.
That's also true. I can say that's also true, but
It's wild to me how many people with industry success in our industry also have horrifying personality disorders.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the way to succeed.
Yeah, narcissism, sociopathy, borderline, and they're all like,
Step on everyone's head.
and they're all killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And they're so funny.
Yeah, they're all
They are
really,
really,
funny,
really
and I
funny.
love all of them.
But are you shocked like that? Of course, those are the kind of people that are.
Yeah, I mean
attracted to comedy.
that's not just comedy either. I mean, it actually does seem especially comedy, but
Yeah.
also like Donald Trump's a pathological narcissist, and
All right,
just
pump the fucking brakes,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Why
all
would
right.
I mean, comedy.
Why would you say anything other than
wait,
a
and that's good.
That's
Yeah, and it's good.
He's
we
using
like
his
him.
powers for good.
Yeah.
He has such a strong brain.
That's what so you were saying that in comedy, everyone at the top has these horrible like disorders and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of sometimes I like being unsuccessful because then I look around at my circles. I'm like, what a bunch of swell guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very nice,
it's true.
well-adjusted. Yeah. Yeah.
Down here at the bottom, it's
Yeah.
a fucking party, dude.
I don't like comedians. I don't like them.
What about Kenny Lyon?
Oh, I've never seen Kenny Lyon live. I don't think. I've only heard
boy.
stories.
All right.
Oh, is that the guy who like posts lists of 100 people?
Yeah, I
Oh,
made the
yeah.
list last year.
That's awesome.
I didn't make it this year.
I guess I did
was
see
sad.
that.
I was sad I didn't make it.
I don't think he knows who I am. I gotta send him a tape or something.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to get worried about the Chinese impression. Now, here's the thing why I'm worried about the Can I tell you, this is so insecure.
Why?
I'm not worried that it was offensive. I'm worried that mine wasn't very good.
No, it
Okay.
was good. It
Well-
made me want to get in on it.
Yeah, well, earlier
think
I
so?
did a bad JP impression, and then I said, I'm doing JP. That's how bad it was.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah,
I've
no
been
one
so
caught
in my
it.
head.
Also,
We moved on. I was like, is no one going to pounce on me for that?
No, dude.
No, this is what we would do if we were just hanging out. You know, this
yeah,
is
yeah.
it's the listener is a fly on the wall
But
right now.
I want to be. Here's the thing. I'm like, I
Nick,
should.
you got to get on Zoloft. You stop reconsidering any words you say.
No,
Whatever
I-
you say, you're just like, that was the right choice.
Brendan, if I didn't reconsider things, that would not be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I thought that, but things are going pretty good for me right
Things
now.
got a lot better in my life when I finally, because I think there was a long time in my life
Yeah.
where I just didn't reconsider anything. And then around 22, I started to reconsider. And I was like, and when I like,
Well, yeah, that's growing up.
I know.
You still...
but when I looked back at like all the times I wasn't considering, I was like, oh my God, why was anybody friends with me?
Yeah, empathy's good. I'm glad that you picked some of that up over the years.
It's good to have, because listen, my sociopathic tendencies have certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
served
had a
me.
listener try to diagnose you before.
What? Are you kidding?
No, someone DM'd me and they were like, I forget what they said. I think they said antisocial personality disorder.
That's what Tony Soprano has.
Wait a minute.
I should not have shared this.
Wait. What? I have antisocial. What? How?
That's what serial killers.
Because you're
have.
always like, the thing about me is I'm great at manipulating people and I love to do it.
it's. I mean, it can be.
Yeah.
No,
You're
listen,
like, my brain is powerful and I'm better than everyone.
but that just means that you're good at reading people.
Oh boy, here we go. All right.
Yeah, but most people wouldn't take pride
That just
in
means that you're good at reading people.
Yeah.
The Rockefellers.
No, I told you guys that I want to give you guys the sociopath test because I failed it right away. meaning that
Really?
I guessed it. So the sociopath, if you guys get this,
Okay.
it means you're sociopaths. If you don't get it,
Is this a funeral thing?
Yeah, it's a funeral.
I-
thing.
I know the
so you know
answer,
that. Let me
yeah.
give it to Brendan.
All right, what is it?
All right. So this girl's mother died. And there was a funeral for her, and like all these people, like acquaintances came, like acquaintances of the family came, and she was meeting people, and she met this really amazing guy there, and they like hit it off, and they talked for like 2 hours, and she really like felt a connection with this guy, and she was like, I want to see you again. He's like, I will, but then he left. He forgot to give her his number, and she had no way of knowing how she was going to reach him again. The next week, her father died. What happened?
The dude killed her father so that he could go to the funeral and meet her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, no, that's sort of right. The girl killed her own father so that she could meet the dude again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of people that I've said, like, I gave that to Dom, and he's like, that doesn't make any sense. What would have happened? And I was like, oh, don't you see? It's like,
I feel like that's not a real test.
I didn't get it either. Yeah.
oh, you didn't get it at
No,
all?
I didn't get
It's
it.
so obvious.
Yeah, but that's like a riddle.
It is like
you know what I
I
mean?
think part of it
They
also.
don't give you riddles when they're dying.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think
It's
the
just
other.
Jim Carrey's Riddler and a bunch of sociopaths.
yeah.
Riddle me this.
I
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I gave that test to Ben, my friend Ben, and he got it, and his girlfriend didn't get it. But then, like, the way we rationalized it was like, well, that's also just like something that would happen in a movie, and we watch a lot of movies. Does
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
does that make? I don't know if that makes
I
sense
mean,
at all. That was how we.
It
like,
is just kind
justified
of
it.
like also how you would plot it out if you were writing a script.
right. But it was so obvious.
Did I ever tell you once when I was unemployed in Lancaster? This was when I was like an alcoholic and a fuck up and everything. I signed up for this psychological study where they just I had to go to a college and they put me in a room and they hooked up like what are they called? Fucking
EKGs.
yeah, the little
I know all about
suction
those.
cups. They put those all over me and then they just showed me different footage and didn't explain why.
Wait, did you get money for this?
I did get money for
So
this.
you've done medical studies.
Yeah. But so they just showed me like it would alternate. It'd be like comedies, and then it would just be like horrific gore, and then I would look, and they would just be like nodding at me.
Wait, I can't believe you made. That's so much crazier than anything I've done. That's like something out of like Clockwork Orange.
Brendan, how are you have so many details about
so
your
many
life?
details.
I completely forgot. I don't think
bubbling to the surface.
Every other day, it's like, yeah, and then I got kidnapped.
Yeah, I don't think I've thought about that in like 3 years. I forgot that happened. Until
That's
you said that.
crazy. All they did was fucking administer shots to me.
Okay.
They made you watch gore.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what do you think?
Yeah, and I was like, they didn't even ask me what I thought.
So
they just showed it to me, and then they gave me some money.
How much?
I had to sign a bunch of forms.
How much are we talking?
It was like $20. It was
That's
like,
it?
That's
like
sucks.
a very low amount.
You stink.
Brendan thought
it was.
sex
I
would
think it was
come.
college kids doing this.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, I still got all my blood.
I will say, yeah, it's not as bad as what Nick did.
Yeah.
Nick, there's no spinal fluid
Yeah,
involved.
Nick, the first time you came over here and we tried to podcast, you laid in my bed because all the fluid from your brain was leaking into your ass.
Into your ass. Into my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, I read that doing keto actually increases the cerebral spinal fluid that encases your brain.
Huh.
So maybe I'll go keto.
You doing keto now?
I might.
Has the fluid not come back?
No, it comes, Robbie, your body makes so much fluid. It's like brain piss, all right? You know?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
so. I
Make
hope so
more
for your
I have to
sake.
go to the bathroom so that my brain can piss every
Yeah.
hour.
It was.
When I saw you after the first time in a while, I was like, this guy looks like he has less fluid in his brain.
Yeah.
No, my brain is so great. If anything, my brain is so powerful that it was good to take it down a peg so
Yeah,
that it
right.
stayed humble.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like handicapping Tiger
famously
Woods.
humble man, Nick Oldershaw.
Yeah.
It humbled me a little bit. I needed to be humbled. Sometimes, when your brain gets when you start to get a too high of opinion of yourself, you just bump your brain against your skull a few times, and
Yeah,
makes sense. Come back
that being
down to
said,
earth.
the dumbest people have the most self-confidence, so I don't know about that.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah, it is.
Look at our president.
Oh, you're right. He's very smart.
He's incredibly
He's very
smart.
and very humble, though. But
Yeah. I should get another concussion. You're right.
Did you have a concussion?
I think so, but I never went to the hospital, so I don't know.
You have to go to the hospital when you have a concussion.
Yeah, that's like a
Don't-
top
you-
10.
I feel like
That's like a top 5 reasons to go to the
Did I
hospital.
tell this? Concussion, I just
Did I
took a
tell
nap
the story on the
afterwards.
cast where I got into a car accident and I wouldn't let the ambulance look at me?
No.
what?
What the fuck is? I can't believe
I
I let
haven't heard
you
it.
criticize me for anything.
Okay, so I was like 21 or whatever. I was driving home from my friend Lee's house, and I hadn't even been drinking. I was just tired.
I have heard this, but not on the cast.
Not on the cast. Okay, so I'm driving, and I'm playing. Nick, did you get XPN in Baltimore? That radio station?
No.
It's like a college radio station out of Philly.
I would hear it when I would come do shows in Philly, though.
Okay, yeah. Well, they had this one show on there called Echoes that it started at like midnight or something, and it was just very chill ambient music.
I'm
It'd be
aware of this.
Yeah, a guy would come on, he'd be like, "Now this next performer is from Iceland, and he invented his own kind of harp that sucks." And then they would play, they would play it, and it would be really bad. So I was driving, I was listening to that, and it was really putting me in like a chill space, and I decide I'm so tired that I'm thinking like maybe I can close one eye and drive.
Oh,
I thought I could drive so I'm like leaning, I'm like kind of
Oh,
half
no,
asleep.
This was
dude.
before the concussion.
Before the concussion. Yeah, this was tip top.
You're trying to be half asleep. You're trying to put the left
Yeah,
side. of
how
your
does that
body to
even
sleep.
work?
What are you,
I don't
fucking
know.
You're just
retarded?
giving
I don't-
yourself impaired vision.
I don't know.
so
what I was,
maybe I have no
I think
depth
this was back when I was
perception.
on a lot of Concerta, so I was basically on math all the time.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so I plow through a red light. I T-bone this car. The car immediately behind that car is a cop.
Oh, fuck.
So I just fucking destroy this car, and the cop is just like still at the red light, and he just like pissed off immediately turns on his
Yeah.
siren. So he gets out, and I'm not drunk, and the other guy was drunk, so he was like super.
Yeah.
Oh my
cooperative.
God.
Everything like the cop went back to his car, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm kind of drunk. Be cool."
This is like out of a Coen Brothers movie. This is like.
Yeah. So the cop, he comes in, he calls an ambulance, and I had a concussion, so I forgot that I had health insurance, and so he's like, "All right, the ambulance is gonna look at you," and I was like, "Nah," and he's like, "What? No, it's really important," and I'm like, am I legally required? I start like fucking.
You start sovereign citizen.
I start sovereign citizen, and I'm like, am I legally required to let the ambulance look at me? And he's like, God damn, I guess not. I'm like, okay. So then I start walking home, and he's like, well, let me call you a taxi. And this was before Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, oh, a taxi, that's got to be like $300. I have no idea. So I'm just like, no, I'll walk. And he's like, where do you live? So I give him my address, and he looks it up, and he's like, it's like an hour walk.
Oh my God, dude.
And he's like, no, I'm going to call you a taxi. I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay for a taxi. I'm going to walk. So I just like walk off into the night with a concussion. And
Jesus Christ.
he gets so worried about me. He like angrily, he's like, fine, I'll like, I didn't even want him to offer. He's like, I'll drive you home.
Oh my God.
So I get in the back, and like I've never been in a cop car before, so I'm like, where's the seatbelt? He's like, there aren't any. Like fucking like, turns up the radio real loud so that I can't talk to him. And then he drops me off at my house. I'm like, thank you. And he's just like, oh, fucking he's just so angry.
Your life sucks so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so then
dude.
I go outside and I look in the mirror. You know, I'm kind of scuffed up, and I remember looking in the mirror and being like,
You just left the car there.
just left the car there. I don't know what happened to the car. I never saw it again.
Really?
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, it was totaled.
Were you living at home at this time? Or
Yeah,
were you...
yeah.
All right, anyway,
what'd they
tell
say
the
about the car?
story. Tell
Yeah.
the story. I'm sure
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
get to it.
So I'm looking in the mirror, and I remember thinking like, why is one of my pupils bigger than the other one? And then I went to sleep.
You are not supposed to go to sleep.
Well,
when
now
you're-
they think you are.
What is this new information?
I read this
recently.
recently. They think that you're supposed to.
But hang on,
Wait, so why didn't you want the ambulance to look at you?
He thought he didn't have health
I
insurance.
thought I didn't have health insurance.
Oh, it's a
I had
money.
I had a concussion, so I was like, well, I guess I don't have insurance.
You were 20. Of course you had. You're
Of
on
course
your
I
parents'
had insurance. Yeah.
That's that. They think you're supposed to go to sleep now. I feel like this is another thing that you read on one of these forums about how they
All right,
add-
I could have dreamt
Yeah.
some sort of medical journal.
while you had a concussion. Like
Yeah,
your-
I could
your-
still have that concussion.
Your concussion was just telling you it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't see anybody.
Everything's fine.
Brandon,
There's no reason to worry about anything.
I wonder.
How are you alive? Like it's not like this is anyone else that would be the biggest thing in their life. This is like a top 15 story for you.
Not even top 15, Robbie. Not even.
Yeah.
I'm not even putting this in my top 15 Brendan stories.
Yeah, no.
This is exciting for
Are
me.
you
doing the-
sure, Brendan? Are you sure that you're depressed, or is your brain still just like bruised?
I think it's fine.
You think it's fine?
Definitely all the binge drinking did way more damage than that concussion.
You think so?
Yeah, I blacked out like dozens and dozens and dozens
But
of
I don't
times.
think that alcohol really like kills your brain cells like they say. I think the brain is more elastic.
blacking
than
out
that.
is really bad.
It's
for
really
you.
bad.
Yeah, Robbie, you black out, right?
I don't black out.
Yeah, Robbie
No?
doesn't black
I'm
out.
strong. I've browned out for sure. I
Wow.
get drunk and
Robbie,
forget things.
you brown.
You never black out?
Yeah, I brown out. I am
Browning
the
out is what I
brown
call it.
ambition.
when Robbie's grinding out a girl, they call him like he's browning the fuck out right now. Dude.
Yeah.
He's really
No, it
horny.
takes a lot.
When Robbie likes all the Instagram
Yes,
posts,
when-
he's browning out.
when he's leaving comments like "You're so pretty, show me Bob and Vagina." I'm like, he's browning the fuck out right now.
Thank you, big girl. That's browning out, baby.
Is Robbie our first diverse guest?
No, Paige is like a queer woman, I guess.
That does not count. And I barely count, by the way.
Yeah, fucking white lady. That's
and
diverse.
Ari is a renegade Jew.
He is a renegade.
He's a renegade
Yeah.
Jew.
Yeah.
That's true. He's a renegade Jew.
He's a renegade Jew.
Robbie fucking.
And Robbie, what are you?
I'm half Afghani. So you can't cancel me, folks.
Yeah.
He's actually good.
Yeah.
Although actually they go after they're tearing down the POC men these days.
What is
Yeah,
going
I know.
on?
Yeah, Kevin Hart,
know.
21 Savage. It's so weird when a time when rappers have to apologize for lyrics again. It's like, is this fucking
Here's the fucking. Let me tell you something though. I'm at least. At least it's
oh
consistent.
god,
'cause
racism.
No. Like,
Look, the
There we
official
go.
Coward Hour stance is things should stay the way they've always been.
no, I'm just saying, like, at least because like it did irk me for a long time. It's like, okay, we're gonna criticize all
sounds
art.
racist.
It is. We're gonna criticize all art for being like male gazy and misogynistic,
Yeah.
except for hip hop.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, at least there's like, and don't get me wrong, I love
Nick, that was
Yeah.
their reparations.
It was.
Yeah.
And
that's
they just
reparations.
ran out.
Yeah.
Is black guys were allowed to say hoes for an extra 15 years.
Extra
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
Black guys have been problematic. That's why they're the funniest comedians.
They are.
true.
They're great.
Yeah. It goes black men, white men, and then a big gap. I'm just kidding.
I literally even
All
in
right,
LA.
we're gonna cut out the first thing ever. We're gonna edit this podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
well, I do
We don't cut anything out.
No, yeah.
Speak your mind, Robbie.
Even in LA, like on
just
alt
kidding.
shows, I don't remember this guy's name, but I remember there was like a black comic at Genghis Cohen, and like it's like a very like alt like woke mic, and he just gets up, and one of his bits is literally, "How you gonna fuck a man?" It's just like,
Yeah, was that Rollo Boykins?
no, I don't think it was Rallo.
Okay,
Boykins.
because he has that all-time great bit. Man, gay sex is disgusting.
I saw this one dude at Lyric, this black dude. He went up. I forget what his set was about, but he went up and he was wearing a shirt. I asked him about it. Obviously, it was a shirt he made himself.
Here we go.
It was a photo of Donald Trump and O.J. Simpson hanging out.
Fuck yes, dude.
And he just does his set and it bombs. And then afterwards he's like, "Man, I don't know why they didn't like my set."
Donald Trump.
he's just representing two innocent kings, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone's just staring at his
That's
chest
the
the
first-
entire set.
The first black guy I've ever liked.
That's incredible.
That rules. I want Trump to just go. He's gonna pardon Spacey.
He
You know
has
what I
to.
mean? He has to.
He has to. And they're gonna do a 5th revisionist season of House of Cards. It's gonna be great.
Look, he's a political prisoner.
It would be amazing if like House of Cards. What is it? The 5th season? Fourth
yeah,
season?
fifth season.
If it.
I've heard it was horrible. By the
Oh
way.
no! I'm talking about the 6th season.
Oh yeah, or whatever.
I think
Let's
it should be
say-
about it should start and it's just Kevin Spacey as himself watching news footage of his accusations, and then it's like the same arc of Kevin Spacey rises to take over Hollywood.
Oh, that's
over
awesome. You're
Yeah.
right. That's
the
better.
obstacles.
That's great. Oh, Frank
He's
Underwood.
fucking insane.
Did you guys know about that? All those rumors and stuff before? Because I didn't know about any of that.
I knew about it
until
'cause
it broke.
He was living in Severna Park. Like he split his time because they would shoot in Annapolis and DC.
Yeah.
And like he would actually frequent the restaurant that my friend worked at, and she was like, he was always getting like boys to like come and sit with him. Like there was this guy they had with him there. I guess they like went to the restaurant together, and Marie, I don't care, whatever. Marie said like, yeah, I watched him like forcibly get this boy to like, not boy, but like
Yeah.
a younger man,
Right.
Yeah.
get him to like sit on his lap like while he was
in the
here.
restaurant.
Yes.
Damn,
Yeah. Wow. Sounds like my honeymoon.
it's a very powerful move.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't
Robbie?
know.
What does that mean?
Robbie, you're alone.
I zoned out and then I zoned back in.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Just auto
Dude,
riff.
it's also like it's
That's why they call me Peter Riffin, baby.
it's so there's a really weird scene. Have you watched Baby Driver? It makes that scene in Baby Driver
Yeah.
where he goes, "That's
my baby." Yeah,
it's like,
I know,
what the
dude. It's
fuck?
so great. Well, that movie is the best final bang for him to go out on because it's about him taking extreme interest in a young man and just like, you're gonna work for me, kid, and your name is Baby.
Until you pay off your debt.
Damn.
That rules.
Yeah.
That sucks. I did love that movie, and then I couldn't recommend it to anybody after like 6 months, after like 4 months of it being out,
Yeah,
basically.
I never
Why?
saw it. I'll
Because of
only
the
ever know
Spacey
it.
accusations. He's like a big part of it.
You
right?
can fucking recommend it, dude.
Yeah. So Spacey, that's not one that the art has suffered. I think he made the point because he always played like a total creep.
Yeah, I don't think he's a great actor, honestly. I think he does like 4 things.
Yeah, but
I mean,
think he's a good actor.
that "Let Me Be Frank" video was a great performance.
Well, that should be up for every award.
I think
Yeah.
he's really good in American Beauty, even though I know people don't like
I
that
don't know
movie.
if I like American Beauty too much, honestly.
Really?
There are a lot of movies I've been revisiting. Weirdly,
Yeah.
the one that holds up better than I thought it would is Fight Club. Not from a story, but just from like that movie is so carefully put together.
Yeah, I mean David Fincher's amazing.
Yeah, it's like
It's just that the fan base was annoying, and when we loved it so much when we were 13, and every movie I loved intense when I was 13, I'm like, that's probably not very good.
But American Beauty is not great. He is really.
I haven't seen it since high school. Honestly,
He is really
never seen
funny.
it.
There's a scene that always makes me laugh where his wife accuses him of losing his job. She's like, I didn't lose my job. It's not like, whoops, where'd my job go? I was fired. Like,
Yeah.
Which always like the way he delivers it is so.
Yeah, I
funny.
thought it was a funny performance.
Yeah.
It's another impressionist. It's funny he hosted the Tonys like 2 years ago.
That's right. I forgot that he does impressions, doesn't he?
he does. He does like Jack Lemmon.
He does Christopher Walken, which
Yeah.
is fucking hacky.
He does all the hack ones, but some of them are good. Jack Lemmon's a good one.
Yeah.
Glengarry Glen Ross, he's great in.
He's English. Oh yeah, that's right. He's he's the asshole boss.
Yeah.
Have you ever? He was in a movie. There's a really crazy movie called Swimming with Sharks. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Where he literally plays an abusive movie executive.
Wow.
Came out in the
plays
early
Harvey.
Plays Harvey.
Yes, he's literally Harvey. It's Harvey the movie. Like it's even this. And I think what's crazy.
My time in the big screen.
Dude, I want to say.
What if Harvey tried to come back but as an actor?
That's what I've been pitching, man.
I want to say that
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a rapist. Then the Goodfellas theme starts.
It's a good pitch.
Thank you,
It's a pretty hot
man.
pitch.
Oh no, I thought that Swimming with Sharks was produced by Miramax, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's got all the Miramax it's got.
You told me about that horror movie Harvey wrote.
Oh, The Burning.
Yeah.
that George Costanza is in.
That'd be funny if they made that movie because if Miramax made it and it was just that they had to greenlight a movie that day and they didn't have any pitches and Harvey's just looking around his office all right, he just sees a crying woman. He's like, all right, that's a start.
The gears are turning. I
Sees
love
a crying woman, then he turns and he looks at a mirror and he's like, all right, that's act 2.
the greatest piece of journalism is a New York Times article called "Where's Harvey," where they find him in Arizona or whatever, and what he's doing, and apparently he's still Harvey still uses his Rolodex to call up high-powered directors and ask them if they're interested in directing his movie, his side of the story.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
I'd watch
He's
it.
trying to make a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's trying to get a documentary going about himself, using his
Yeah,
film
well,
industry
I mean,
connections.
Same with Louis, you got to address it in your art. So.
That's true.
I
So
think
Harvey
that you
needs
should
to-
not. I think that you should. I think
Shouldn't you listen to Judd Apatow, Nick?
I think Louis addressing it in his art is a trap. I really do.
I
think
agree.
there's
They're leaving food out. They're all like, just take the food. We all
just-
want it, and it'll be fine. Just take the food.
Because here's the example that they bring up that's a false equivalency. Because Jim Norton, he's like, yeah, Pryor he pulled a gun on his wife and he was forgiven, and Pete's like, well, he addressed it in his art. It's like, yeah, but that was also the 70s.
Yeah.
And pulling a gun on a woman was like a party trick.
Yeah.
People didn't
Yeah.
really give a shit.
It was on level with if you
Yeah.
found out someone you liked had a DUI.
Yeah.
Now. You'd be
Yeah.
like, sometimes
Now
you
you
get
get-
kind of tuned up.
There's no way to.
Yeah.
I just don't think I defend the Parkland jokes, but honestly, I think if he were to address the jacking off thing, it would make me uncomfortable no matter how he did it. I don't think there's a good way to do it. If I'm being honest with myself.
I mean, but that's what everyone wants. That's what everyone got mad at him
Well,
for.
fuck, they're tricking him.
That's what Paul F. Tompkins. That was his original thing,
Fuck
right?
Paul F. Tompkins. I think he helps Patton Oswalt murder his wife.
Yeah. I just can't stand.
You
that
heard
he-
it here first.
I just don't like that he wears a suit in LA weather.
1 hour ago, Nick, we're in the kitchen. You're like, the thing about it is no one's going to give us any opportunities, so we got to make our own success. And now you're just fucking burning
I love werewolves and lollipops, for the record. I don't endorse the theory.
He murdered his wife. He wanted to upgrade. Listen, let me tell you.
Yes. I loved it. I've pushed the
Patton,
coward hour to
yeah,
its full
Patton
potential.
Thank you for retweeting me.
Patton Oswalt called Obama the N-word on My Weakness is Strong just because, and it's so embarrassing if you look up the bit.
Yeah.
Which I defend. I think that's the best thing he ever did.
Damn, everyone was saying the N-word in 2011.
Because fucking Louis. No, this was 2009. It was a year after Louis did it.
Oh,
and you could tell that Patton was like, oh, that's the benchmark for the thing in comedy. Is
Yeah.
white guys being brave enough to say the N-word. It totally feels like a transparent.
Yeah,
because
I
it's-
can't wait until the next wave of that.
Yeah.
In
Another
5
black guy's
years.
gonna have. There was a year after Obama got elected where it was like, we did it. Racism is over.
Right,
We
exactly.
can say the N-word.
but fuck, man. Here's the only reason why I think he killed his wife.
Jesus, man.
He did, dude. Robbie, you're.
I
on
don't
this-
think he killed his wife.
Well,
He did not kill his wife,
let me
Nick.
show you this dry erase.
Is this irony poisoning? I can't.
No, this is. Look, I go down rabbit holes. All I know is when he was, he was in that movie Young Adult.
Yeah.
With
Charlize Theron. He's great in that movie.
There are 10 interviews where he's and this is when he was married. He was like, and the way he talks about it, it's in his book too. He's like, and then my gross little troll body got to cradle the most supple, beautiful woman in
That's how he
Hollywood.
talks about everything.
Yeah, but the seed was planted. He was like, I need to be getting a fucking Hollywood wife, dude. You know that's what happened. Like he got a taste.
Nick, you had to take a huge leap from he uses weird adjectives to.
No. It's the creepy way that he talked about Charlize, like she was this object of desire. And I think that once he got a taste of
Yeah. Well, you heard it here, folks. Nick Oldershaw, male feminist, thinks that.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's true. This is a Me Too. You're exposing a Me Too
I'm
story.
trying to fucking expose how creepy he was to Charlize, and then got the idea. He's like, I got this fucking wife before I was even famous. I know that I could at least get the bitch who did a voice in Star Wars, and he did. Congratulations. Are you happy, Patton?
Well, it's not like his wife, his new wife, is that much hotter than his old wife.
But it's the status. Look,
That's his defense.
Yeah, I mean, look,
it's the status
there
of
would be
a wife
something
with
fishy.
credits.
It would be something fishy if he married Charlize Theron.
He couldn't get Charlize. He's not stupid, but he wanted a wife with a nice meaty
He could have
IMDb.
divorced her.
No, you can't,
He
because
could have been a swinger.
they have a daughter. That you don't think he wants to pay fucking alimony, dude? She'd be taking him for everything he was worth. This way, he got money.
What if you?
Did I mention that I
Can you
failed
imagine-
the sociopath test?
Yeah, can you imagine Patton Oswalt being like, all right, you're gonna die, derp de der, or whatever the
It
fuck.
doesn't sound like that. He'd be like, well, how would Patton talk about killing his wife?
Yeah,
He would definitely sing the death threat.
yeah.
Just like,
Killing my wife on the side.
he'd be like, here comes the fentanyl. Do, 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 do. Does he just
Man.
drops it?
I mean, it's beyond the record. I think
You're full of poison.
This is
Yeah.
irony poison.
We've
Nick.
Not.
in this
It's
episode
not.
we were all playing characters of people who believe Patton Oswalt killed his wife.
I think he might have killed his wife. It gets worse the more I say it.
It's
This will one day. I can't talk too much about it, but I'm starting to work on a screenplay with my friend who actually has connections, and
Yeah.
and so we might have to delete this in a couple months. I'm being totally honest.
oh Jesus.
If you hold me hostage with this episode, I don't know what I'm going to do to you, but it'll be bad.
He's gonna kill your wife,
Anyone
Brendan.
who would get mad is going to turn it off when we do all the Chinese voices.
So in the first 5 minutes, what if this is literally the end of our podcast?
That would rule. I love it.
Well, you have
I
been
love that
threatening to kill
Sam
yourself a
and
lot.
me are the ones who brought down your podcast.
Well, so we just deleted Sam's episode on accident.
I accidentally deleted the episode.
That rules so hard. I love bringing down the coward hour.
Because I record them all in the same
Chaos
GarageBand
theory,
project, and I accidentally recorded over it, which is something that should be impossible on a computer.
You're like I just pictured it though, like Al Pacino at the end of Jack and Jill, just like burn this. This must never be heard by anybody.
When he's talking about the what is it?
The Dunkachino
The
commercial.
Dunkachino.
But it's a weird scene because it's the end of Jack and Jill, and it's very weirdly meta because Sandler turns off to he's like, well, what'd you think? Like he just showed him the entire movie, Jack and Jill.
right.
And then Al Pacino goes, you made this? He's like, yeah, I did. What'd you think? And he's like, this should never be seen by anybody. You got to burn this. I'm not kidding. And it just cuts right to the credits. It's so bizarre.
I love Jack and Jill. I love when Jill breaks Al Pacino's only Oscar, and he's like, you'd think I'd have more of those.
Yeah, they destroy Al Pacino's Oscar. Who, by the way, not a cameo, a major role.
Dude, that was why I loved it, because Al Pacino is not in the advertisements for Jack and Jill.
No, he's not.
He's a main character in the movie.
No, he's the love interest.
He's the love interest of
He's
Jill.
really horny for Jill.
What is he's doing? They're doing Richard III on Broadway, and he just takes a cell phone call.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, did you hear that he really committed to it? Because Norm's in it, and he was in the table read and stuff. And Norm was saying that apparently Pacino would call up Robert Smigel, who wrote it, in the middle of the night and be like, I've cracked it. I'm Don Quixote. And he's like, oh, cool. Yeah, call Sandler about that. And he just hang up.
It is. I love that when they get to Pacino's house and this is the way my friend Keith put it. He changes into his comfortable clothes. He's dressed like Trayvon Martin.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
got a fucking gray hoodie
Yeah.
on and
Yeah.
baggy jeans that are too low.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta watch Jack and Jill.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Wait.
it's
Are
a
you ready
great
for this
movie.
cameo list? All right. It's going to get better as it goes. David Spade, of course, dressed as a woman. Hilarious.
You have to do it.
That Rob Schneider. Oh, yeah. Norm also. Rob Schneider. Then Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Jenner.
That's right.
Jared from Subway.
That's right. That's right. Bruce Jenner. He's in Richard III or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, and also Johnny Depp is with him at the fucking Lakers game, and then a huge part of it is him meeting Jared from Subway.
What if Bruce Jenner got the idea to be trans looking at Jill? He's like,
he doesn't know that it's Sandler in a wig. He's like, I want to look like that beautiful woman.
I think that's what I've been missing out on my whole life.
Wow, that looks great.
That would be fucking awesome.
That would rule.
Yeah.
And also, Jared got the idea to fuck kids.
Yeah, it wasn't related. It popped into his head that he's like, man, he's looking around at the side. He's like, I've really made it.
Yeah. And he's like, wow, I got away with being in a big movie. I wonder what else I could get away with.
Well, I think he just assumed that he was already. He's like, all right, I have my SAG card. I'm protected by the pedophile elite.
And it was like, nope, you're the fall guy, buddy. No one's attached to the fucking fresh guy.
Damn.
I have a theory that Jared was the fall guy for
He
Pizzagate.
totally was, dude. Yeah,
that
Robbie.
makes sense.
Well, of course, I'm gonna yes and every fucking thing
Thanks,
that you
man.
said. Like,
Yeah, Nick loves theory.
Yeah.
I love theories.
I'm not saying there's a Clinton's connection, but I think if you dive deep enough.
There's totally a Clinton's connection.
Yeah, totally.
The only thing I don't know if I've said this.
To fucking Subway Jared.
Yes.
I don't know if I've said this on the podcast.
Podesta
before.
at the pizza. Wait, what? What's the only place they serve pizza and subs?
Oh my god!
Why do they
you're
serve
right.
pizza at Subway?
And you know what's funny?
Damn,
After he went
dude.
down, wait, but listen. After he went down, they don't. It's
They don't serve
flatbreads
pizza?
now. It's
Yeah, no,
flatbread.
yeah.
They don't call it pizza anymore.
the fall guy, the
fucking fall guy.
Damn, dude. Fucking.
because Hillary.
This is a usual suspects moment for me.
I always think about.
you
Like,
realize your world is directed by pedophiles.
I just think about like Jared behind bars and like the Orson Welles voiceover from Lady from Shanghai, where she's like, "And I was the fall guy."
And it was like, yeah, sure, Jared.
I like.
Look, okay, so
Do you think they ever, like, in the prison that Jared is in, do you think lunch is ever subs and he just, like, one tier?
they served Cosby Jello.
They did serve Cosby
Yeah.
Jello. Have you guys heard Cosby's voicemails?
Yeah, I sent them to you.
Yes,
He's
it's
like,
so-
I'm possessed by my dead mother.
Fuck it, is Bill Cosby doing freestyles like a rapper in jail? Leaking track?
Yes, he needs to do the album over the phone. Like that's what I was saying.
Yeah, like put
Yeah.
a big like Grateful Dead concert wall of speakers, and then the theater is full of people, and then Cosby calls on the prison payphone and does a fucking hour.
The amazing thing. So Cosby is completely. He's blind. He calls it unsighted. I don't know.
one-sided.
And he was telling his I guess it was his lawyer or whatever, that his mother, the ghost of his mother, is possessing him in the middle of the night and moving his hands. There are
There's
many
so many.
voicemails.
There's so many crazy
You
shit.
can hear them. You can listen to him say this shit.
Why would they release these voicemails?
Because fuck it, dude. At this
It's
point,
like the Louis set. It's like this is the Cosby set that got leaked.
that's so funny. It's like he's working. He's not done yet.
He's working on it.
I'm gonna write a blog
Possessed mother
post
material.
about these where I act like I think this is a Louis set.
Yeah, you read the transcripts and get confused. You're like, I haven't listened to them, but I've read the transcripts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jim Norton just appears and debates you.
This is a spicy ep. I told you.
Well, this is what happens when
been
we
gone.
don't record for a couple weeks, so I just build up bad thoughts.
Me too. We've all. I mean,
It's literally like someone just like shook a beer can and
Yeah.
just like,
yeah. Yeah. I'm also like Rand Paul. I've pushed you guys to the. I'm the Bernie of the chat or of the
Here's
pod.
my thing about Pizzagate. This is the only.
Thank
hole
you. I'm
that I
glad we're
see
back
in it.
on this.
We have to leave.
I'm just saying he felt okay. So they were saying when Hillary was gearing up to run, she was like tying a lot of loose ends. Like she was like starting to give speeches against Joe Biden to box him out, taking his donors. Around the same time, who's going down? Who does the FBI lock up? Jared from Subway.
Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2015. I mean, it's weird. The timing.
It is weird.
Subway, some would compare the way the children were being traded to the Underground Railroad. So Subway, Underground Railroad, there's the connection there.
Shit.
It's kind of like an
Damn.
Underground Railroad for like raped children.
Damn, your brain really is very powerful. Nick.
This is a good riff.
And also, apparently there was something to do with like
This is like
pedophile-
conspiracy theory Robin Williams.
Originally, to bring it all back, there was something. The original season 2 of True Detective was going to be about like underground like pedophile networks that were that had something to do with like the Los Angeles like underground tunnel. I don't remember. I think that might all actually be completely wrong. but the only
No,
thing
that's the full season of True Detective that we're writing on Spec.
yes,
yeah.
man. Once I found out that Jeremy, I liked the first 2 episodes, but apparently. I like it because Jeremy Saulnier directed them, and I love his movies. But apparently, he left after the second episode because of creative differences.
Oh shit.
So it
that's not
might be
good.
about to get really bad.
Who's sharing? What did he do?
He directed Blue Ruin and Green Room.
Oh yeah.
He's great.
He was like, this title doesn't have a color in it. I have to leave.
Yeah, man. But like, here's the thing I'll say about
If
comic
you-
ping pong. I'm not gonna.
You've been there.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I saw Ty Segall there. He was really good. And the only thing that gives me pause, if it really, I don't know if it's a front for an underground pedophile ring because the pizza is really good, and you wouldn't be good at both.
Yeah.
Does that make
makes
sense?
sense.
No, it's like Tony Soprano wasn't good at waste management.
Right, that was a bad. Like either like the pizza's really good and children are like scrambling out the back, or you're serving like cardboard with mozzarella and ketchup on it.
Yeah.
and efficiently raping children underground.
That was
Yeah,
bizarre
yes.
that they just targeted one business, like the
Yeah.
small business.
Oh, there were a lot of fucking weird doors around the. I don't know. I literally
Were
feel
there
like-
weird doors?
I remember that there was like a picture of what do you call it? What do you call that? A door? I don't know what a cellar door.
Right.
That people were just like, I think if we get in here, we'll find the kids. I remember seeing that on Reddit.
Much like this Comedy Cellar.
Yeah, there are kids underneath the comedy cellar.
Yeah, let's not.
All the kids that Louis raped. Louis raped kids, right?
Yeah,
That's what he's
that's
in
what
trouble for?
that's what my mom thought.
Yeah,
That
Louis,
my
like-
mom was like, I just can't stand what Louis did, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? Oh yeah, I understand. And he's like, all that stuff with kids. I'm like, what?
He molested his daughter and then directed a movie about it.
Yeah, I love you, Daddy.
I love you, Daddy.
Yeah. Well,
Are there any other golden calves we want to touch on?
I wanted to talk about New Year's.
Yeah. Oh shit! Talk about New Year's,
yeah,
dude.
okay.
We'll go long. Who gives
All
a
right.
fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so I thought, all right, you know how every interaction I have with every woman is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would it be good?
So yeah, this one
It never
exceptionally
is.
bad. All right, so on New Year's, I was at a party. I was with Tim and Dom and those people.
All the hot people.
All the hot people. Yeah, you can't.
Are they hot? That friend group?
Yeah, they're very hot.
Yeah,
What is with filmmakers? They're all so hot.
I don't know. but anyway, so I'm there, and this girl. You know what? Let's just cut it off. This isn't gonna be a good.
No, I want to hear this, dude. Brendan, come
Okay,
on.
All right, fine.
We'll
Come
finish on a
This is great. People want this.
Okay. All right. So so I'm talking with the boys, and this really hot girl comes in, and she instantly looks in my eyes, and I instantly, you know how when someone's attracted to you,
Mhm.
and I knew because it has not happened to me in California ever.
Oh my God.
Not once. This was the first time any woman has looked at me like she's attracted to me.
Oh my God.
The entire time that I've lived here. So I start chatting with her, and it's going really well. And she's like laughing at my jokes and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm a comedian." She's like, "Oh, well, let me add you on Facebook. I need to come to one of your shows sometime."
I'm imagining your surprised face the first time she laughs at one of your jokes. I'm like imagining like you're like, I can imagine the way your eyebrows probably like popped
Yeah, I'm like,
up.
well, this isn't. I was, because normally I walk into interactions with beautiful women planning on it tanking, and I'll at least get a tweet or something out of it.
Oh my God. Yeah, but go on. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm chatting with this girl, and eventually she mentioned, she's like, "I'm poly," and then I'm like, "Ah, fuck."
Oh no.
Well, now it's ruined, but I can at least try to fuck her. Because until then, I was like, maybe this is my reward for being good. Maybe God has,
Yeah.
fate. But then I was like, oh no, this is not. This woman is trash. Because poly people are bad, spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
You
anyway,
think so?
yeah. So
Really?
I do. I think that it's a moral failing.
We have draconian views on sex on this. I know, Robbie, you're all about free love. You should be able to fuck a 14-year-old if they sign a paper. I understand that that's you.
I mean, look, that'd be
in
great.
France, Luc Besson.
What kind of contract? All right. If this is an airtight contract, I'm kidding.
I was like, I don't think you should be able to fuck 14-year-olds. Robbie's like, you don't need to go into a moral panic, Nick. I'm just like, well,
That's not what that is. Poor assessment of my argument.
I'm painting you poorly.
Yeah, you are. You really are. Nick's like, I think we should slit the throat if you fuck a 19-year-old.
No, I don't think that. If you fuck a 14-year-old, don't do that. You don't get to direct the professional.
Yeah.
All right,
I
go
think
on.
At the very least, people should be rude to you if you fuck 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm chatting with this girl, and she mentioned she's poly, and then she points at our friend Ryan, who is a very hot man, and she says, I'd like to put him in my vault.
Ugh.
And I'm like, what?
Shut up.
What does that mean? She's like, oh, my vault. Like, she just says it again. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she gets out her phone. She opens this, like a calculator app, and then she types in like a combination, and then it unlocks, and it's not really a calculator app. There's like a media gallery in there. And she clicks on the one folder, and she just opens up just hundreds of dick pics.
Oh, my God.
Just the biggest, blackest dicks I've ever seen in my life. They were.
Wow.
It doesn't matter that they were black, but they all were. And
They all were?
that pretty much
She
they
was
all were.
lying. And she was talking to you?
Yeah,
I think she was trying to impress you.
And she's in some of the photos too. She's
Oh
like
my
sucking the
God.
dick. She's doing blow
What?
off the
She
dick.
showed you
She
showed you pictures.
Is it any wonder that these people, again, grow up to be in this weird, like, sex cult thing?
Yeah. So she's just like showing me this, and at this point I'm like, oh, I don't think this is gonna go how I want.
Yeah. How are you stacking up next to these dicks?
Well, she points at one. She's like, that one wasn't even that big, and it's the biggest dick I've ever seen. It's so big. I'm like,
Why is
I am
she-
fucked.
So,
I am completely fucked.
Was she? So she was hot.
She was really hot.
why did she take... do you think that she just wanted to, like... Do you think this was, like, a weird fucked up thing where she's like, I can cuck this little man?
I think
think it was like a power
No, I
trip?
think she was a mentally ill person who just flirts with whoever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she associates like relationships. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that makes sense.
This
Yeah.
one wasn't... Man, that would...
So
break my
I'm
heart.
still chatting with her, and she looks up from showing this to me on her phone. Like at this point, she's like handed me her phone. So now I'm just looking at it alone, and then she just like starts talking to Ryan. So I'm just sitting there like just still with her phone. Like, I guess I'm supposed to just like hold this until she's done. Like, and she just asks him for his number, and I'm
He's
just
dating someone.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, no, I have a girlfriend. She's like, oh, okay. She turns back. She's like, I'll break him. Don't worry. And I'm like, but
Imagine
I
if
wanted
a man did this.
yeah, he would be killed.
Yeah. I'll break her, don't worry.
Ooh.
Imagine if a fucking man said that,
Oof.
dude. That's
Yeah, that'd be
brutal.
really creepy.
Be so
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, my better judgment should tell me that like I don't want anything to do with this person.
Yeah.
But also, I've been taking the ginkgo biloba and my dick is fixed, and I'm horny. I'm horny.
Brandon, it might be fixed, but there's some things you can't fix.
Something. Yeah. I don't know. I might still fuck bad. Who knows?
This one, this one wasn't even that small. She probably knew that it wasn't even that big. Is that what she said?
I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so then I start thinking like, well, maybe I can turn this around because she's like grinding on me and stuff, like dancing.
What the
For no reason. She's like grinding on me while I'm sure like trying to make eye contact with Ryan. So I'm basically at this point I'm just like,
Oh, she was using you.
probably.
Yeah,
So,
the fact that she was talking about other guys in front of you is a really bad sign. And also a very rude thing to do.
very
so
rude.
rude.
Yeah. No, very rude.
you're
Poly
like-
people are
but
rude.
You're like a pipsqueak, so who cares?
A pipsqueak. Did Nick just bully you from the 40s?
I don't know.
I was just thinking about I was like, I was
Yeah.
coming back to LA. I was like, I'm excited to see my little pipsqueak.
So then I decide like I don't want this
No,
story to
come
be
on,
the
go.
episode.
Oh, you don't want it? It's good. It's good.
I don't think it's hitting.
Brendan,
This is
enthralled.
incredible.
This is a great story.
Yeah, I gotta know the end.
I know people are listening to this.
Okay, fine. All right. So you know how like sometimes when you're at a party and you think a girl's into you, you hang back a little bit, to test. Like, she'll come talk to me then if we were hitting it off that well.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I can't get too specific because it would be very identifiable.
Mm-hmm.
But I come back and she's talking to possibly the lowest status man at this party, with the exact same eyes.
I think I know. Do I know this guy? Did I meet
Yes.
this guy? Yeah. Oh my God.
So you understand why I'm gonna kill myself if this goes how I think.
That is hilarious.
I know, right? So then the clock of midnight strikes.
The clock of midnight. I hate when that happens. When the clock of midnight strikes.
The clock of midnight.
And all the ghouls come out.
The clock of midnight. Is Brendan turned to Vincent Price?
I hate when the spookies come out of the crypt.
I hate when the clock of midnight strikes and all the skeletons start playing violin.
I was like, and then all
I
these.
get so pissed.
I just love how it just swerves from regular to extremely dark language.
Yeah.
All right, so the clock strikes midnight.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of get her away from him, and then midnight is approaching, and I'm standing there next to her, and he comes and just stands the exact same distance from her as me, as like midnight strikes. So now it's just ruined. There's no way that I can make a move or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't kiss at midnight, but then eventually I decide.
Wait, that's funny that you.
Just
that
the
was
three
like
of us standing in an
No,
autistic triangle.
You just said that. You said, so we don't kiss at midnight. You hadn't let us into the fact that like that was like a goal or a plan of yours. You just, you're like, that's what you do. You kiss a girl at midnight when you meet them at a party. You said that like it was.
It's New Year's Eve.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I sucked Sam's dick.
Yeah, midnight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
you really have to start sucking the dick
Yeah.
at like 11:43.
Yeah.
You want him to bust.
I want him to bust at midnight.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like the people
Yeah.
like if
It's
you-
gonna take a while because neither one of you are gay. so
Yeah,
you're gonna have
yeah.
to suck his dick for like 40 minutes.
It was
It's
people
so
were
inconvenient.
sharing that meme on Facebook. It's like if you start the Avengers Infinity War at 11, then
Yeah.
at midnight Thanos will snap his fingers or
Yeah.
whatever. It's you. It's like if you start deep throating Sam.
Yeah, at midnight he'll fucking bust in your fucking ass.
yeah, if you suck his dick while you watch the Avengers.
Yeah. And then I had to introduce him to people like, have you met Sam?
Which is because everyone saw him
Everyone
sucking
saw
your
it, yeah.
dick in the middle of the
But
room.
they didn't meet him.
Yeah, because he is not allowed to speak while you suck his dick.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching him suck his dick. and
It's
they're
a
like-
hell of an intro.
They're like,
Shane
I
was
want to be on
impressed.
a first name basis with those guys.
Oh wait.
Anyway,
okay.
sorry. So you didn't kiss her at midnight.
So I didn't kiss her at midnight, but eventually I decide because I'm like, well, I think this is pretty much sunk, so I may as well just blindly try to make a move. So I ask her, I'm like, do you want to go out on the balcony with me? And she's like, yeah. So we go out on the balcony and we're like looking out at the city. And I try to do like a Tony Soprano, where you take like your fist and kind of like brush the side
Oh
of her.
boy.
What?
I try to.
Why would you do that?
All my words.
Tony-
Take your fist and brush the side of her
That's
head.
what Tony does,
But he's powerful.
Yeah, he's powerful, dude. That's like that. It's like that's also like a familial thing. You know what I like?
Tony did it to the one-leg girl.
All my worst decisions with women was like, oh, this is a Don Draper move, or oh,
But
yeah.
no, but even there, so you see the power dynamic. It's like like you doing that. It's almost like you're coming down off the mountain and like showing a sign of affection to like
Yeah,
this
that's-
person who looks up to you.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, but Brendan, that was not the dynamic that had been
What'd you
established.
do?
I think
You
that's how
literally
women see me.
probably weren't even taller than this girl.
I was taller.
She
than
wanted to
Oh, you were?
dominate.
That's
Nice.
why I was like, oh, maybe this is my wife for the first like 3 minutes of the conversation.
And then you saw the fucking photo gallery.
Yeah. Oh, also she's an Olympic athlete. That was part of it.
What? She's a fucking.
Yeah. Like,
She's
I was telling my
a
friend
gold
Matt this
medal.
story, and he was like, "Who? What? Like, you know how like you're telling some guy about." You're telling your boy about some girl you struck out with. He's like, "Oh, let me see a pic." I just send him her Wikipedia.
Yeah, dude. I people will like that will show up to Ryan's party. Like fucking, the girl from Twin Peaks was like at 2 parties with Ryan.
Wow.
And
damn.
it's frustrating to literally like make someone laugh, like to know that you're doing really well and like make someone laugh a lot and just be like, but I'm literally like she was there like with an actor from Everybody Wants Some. So it's
Damn.
not that I was flirting with her, but it's like I wouldn't have a shot anyway.
Yeah.
I'm of no worth to anyone.
Wow, you guys
Yet.
get invited to cool parties. I can't even get together with Isaac Hirsch going.
So
you give her a horse hoof to the side of her head, basically.
I do that.
Bye, oh my.
Yeah. I,
beautiful horse.
yeah. I go in like that, and she just like stops and turns to me, and she goes, "Are you making a move?"
Oh no!
And I was like,
So funny.
"Yeah." And in the past, that would make me very anxious, but I'm on Zoloft. I don't have any anxiety. So it's like
You should have some.
That's the thing I'm learning is you need some.
You need a little bit.
I got rid of all of it, so it's like cholesterol. You need some of it.
That's so.
And what did you say?
So she goes, "Are you trying to make a move right now?" And I go, "Yeah." And she's like, "Why?" And I'm like,
Oh, brutal.
She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, I don't know. There were definitely some better windows earlier that I missed,
oh
and
no.
at this point, it's kind of all ruined. So I thought I would just kind of make a move with no signals, really. And
You should have been more assertive.
yeah, I thought this was pretty assertive. I was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I thought I would
It
make a
wouldn't have-
move.
It wouldn't have worked, but you would at least have your honor.
No, I mean, I said this to her. I was like, yeah, I thought I would just make a move and then it would fail and then I could go try to talk to a different girl or leave or go home or something. Like,
Did you say all of this?
I did say
He
all
says
of it.
Brendan says it all.
Yeah. So I say this to her and she like laughs and kisses me.
Oh,
Yay.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe I will fuck this girl. And then Ryan walks out. She goes like, "Hey, do you want to fuck me right now?" And Ryan's like, "No, I have a girlfriend." She's like, "Oh." And then she turns to me and she goes, "Well, the whole reason I stayed at the party this long was to try to fuck him." And I was like, "Oh."
This Brendan,
And then
this
she just
girl
leaves.
It's funny that we were talking about borderline earlier. I think this girl was just like picked you to fuck with you, dude. I think that like this feels like there was a power trip.
I've had
thing going
girls
on.
like that.
Well, I mean, she's an Olympic athlete, so she was 100% molested.
That's a
No,
great...
the coaches.
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah,
know.
so she's got borderline.
That's awesome.
Boy.
She was 100% molested.
100%, baby.
100%.
All right, is that our close?
I guess that's our close, dude.
Yeah.
This is a great episode.
I'd say it's a gold medal episode.
Gold medal episode. What do I hit?
By that I mean
Wrong in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up portfolio showing growth. Fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right.